Hey folks, Quality here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as Burgundy, using the beta patch, which is so far working out pretty decently. A few new mechanics we're adapting to still, but so far no bugs or crashes or anything like that, so let's cross our fingers that continues to be the case. We've integrated Liège. We have vassalized Ulm, which is certainly very interesting. I wonder if I should join the HRE as opposed to leaving it. Oh yeah, we can't actually. Too large to join the Empire. We could depart it, but I don't think there's any point in doing that. In the last episode, we decided to marry and then unmarry Austria at the same time. I guess we got a royal divorce, something to that effect. Truce will expire with Ulm. Well, that's interesting. I don't think we're going to be going to war with them at any point. And yeah, we can build things. We have a lot of money. Of course, it eats up some of my power to do that. But it's probably worthwhile doing. Constable leads to a hell of a lot more money. All comes down to how quickly I want to form the Netherlands. I guess relatively quickly. I'll just keep the money for now. Alright, let's go ahead and spin off Nevers as a vassal. Boom. I do not want to play as the released vassal. So yeah, we'll eat up another relation, so we'll be getting -2 diplomatic power, which does suck. But we're going to do that. And then we'll be able to royal marriage them. Bam. And we'll generally have a pretty good relation with them. Are we improving relations here with Ulm? We did start that, good. So we should actually be able to get a 200 modifier with that, because it's so far up. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we can't do that yet. We've got so many diplomats and nothing really to do with them. We could be fabricating some claims, but I think right now I've actually got to not do that, because I need to make sure that I don't rack up any more aggressive expansion, because that can certainly lead to a problem here, because we've definitely racked up a little bit here and there. Oh, I don't have enough to overcome that. That really bites. Bites very much. Alright, you come up over here. Clear all that. It's not a terribly efficient way to explore, but it's a way to explore. And then we'll send you back home. Boom. I really should not be splitting my efforts among 3 different... yeah, cardinals. I think I'm going to have to... Oh, he's the youngest one, too. Well, we'll see what happens when I earn a few more points. We'll get back to it. Vassalize Lorraine. Yeah, not right now. Ah, you are actually taking damage. There we go, military coalition. That's the sort of thing I was kind of concerned with. Oh, did I bring down my maintenance? No, let's do that now. Did I put my troops in a relatively smart position? No. Let's do that now. Let's go to Limburg and Luxembourg again. Just again, away from any strong trade dispute. Any real opponents. I guess I can excommunicate these guys again. Why not? Oh, I can't. Oh, they're too friendly. Oh, that's too bad. We're good friends with Rome, though. Let's go ahead and suck up to them. Max that out. And yeah, let's try to keep the younger one. If the guy who's 57, we lose him again, we'll just have to suck it up and deal. Catholicism gains a reform desire. Like, at this point, I'm actually, like, in with the Pope, so I may want to stay Catholic. We'll see. It's actually a really good question what we want to do with it. Do we want to turn Orthodox? I don't know. Reform desire is very high. We have a lot of cardinals. We're in a really good position to stay Catholic. I don't necessarily need the money. Let's do this. Lower the reform desire a little bit. It doesn't really matter. But there you have it. That's a good amount of damage that we've earned now, finally. Get ye home. And repair. Alright. Increased innovation expired. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, and embargoes and such. Yeah, are we ahead? Oh, we are ahead, administratively. So you know what? Given that, yeah, let's go ahead and build the constables everywhere that has a pretty decent income, where we're not going to lose. Okay. And nothing where we want to give away. Temples, yeah, we'll get those temples in there as well. Luxembourg, I think Rethel is French. Can't remember. Where's my region map mode? Cool! New active cardinal. Rethel is French. We do get to keep Cambrai, though. And Artois. Really? Artois sounds so French. No, but there we go. Alright, let's get that built. Fair enough. Okay, we blew through maybe too much money there. That's always a risk. What's our force limits? Actually, okay. France declared war on Aragon. Thank you for not declaring on me. It makes me extremely happy. Portugal and Savoy. Savoy might get in on this, which would kind of suck. Okay, well, we can keep competing for the young guy. Certainly. I mean, they're both pretty young, but at least now we only have 2 people to worry about. Connaught is still going strong. They haven't taken Meath, though. So that's too bad, because I would like to see England take more and more hits. Scotland is still there. England's not really going to be an issue going forward in the game. Like, they lost their navy for a while there. They got defanged. Scotland stands. Ireland still stands. They're not going to compete. Actually, maybe the North American market's going to be a little bit open to us. And that makes me very happy. All right, go there. Or there, apparently. Okay, that's not where I thought I clicked, but what the hell? We're looking for some targets we might be able to colonize at some point. Can probably go to speed 4. And we're taking damage right away. I think I'm going to try to uncover 2 spots, though. I love it when other great powers are at war without me. Yeah, let's take 1 more and then send you home. It would be really handy if we still had Picardy, just because it's that 1 sea closer, and it makes a pretty big difference. But what can you do? Oh my god, that's Nevers getting its ass kicked. Hold on. We need army maintenance up. You, go over here. Can't let our vassal take that kind of damage. Just waiting for the morale to charge up. Doesn't have to be maxed out. But more than this would be good. There we go, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's invest right there. Neverese peasants. Alright, there we go. Build yourself up a military. I'm going to go back to Luxembourg, and I'm going to drop the army maintenance back down as well. Doesn't mean those guys won't get reinforced if they need it. And they do need it a little bit, so I'm actually going to keep the maintenance just above 0, so they slowly reinforce. Yeah, I know they've taken damage. Explorer. Okay, made it back and is currently repairing. Do I have a dock here? I don't even know. I don't, so we're going to have to wait until that finishes. Go ahead and unpause, just so we can get the repairs going a little bit faster. It seems like a really good investment. Boom. The trade power's not bad. We could build a manufactory. Good way to dump money without spending a lot of power points, but I don't think I want to dump that much right now. Maybe a little bit later. Alright, and our maintenance is down. Too many diplomatic relations, but that's okay. And yeah, right now I'm just happy that Nevers exists. Hey, there we go. They even have a few troops. They might get another uprising, but hopefully they don't. England declared war on Ireland. Alright, so this might be the fall of Ireland here. It will be hard for them to do anything unless they had strong allies. They in fact have no allies whatsoever. The Papal States, god damn it, stay out of this, Pope. These are my cardinals. You have a conflict of interest. Don't get involved in this. It's not right. So France, what's the actual oh, there's a trade war, and then they have something else going on at the same time. Boom, another card. How many do we have? Alright, well, this guy's going to live for a fairly long time, but oh my god. Well, obviously, we're going to want to stay Catholic for now. We'll see how it goes going forward. Explorer, fully repaired. Lovely. Let's go ahead and see what we've got over here. Did I click? Did it go? Oh. There we go. And then probably just cue you to go back home afterwards. Just shift clicking. Remove Aachen from the map. No. 5 pretenders in Rethel. Styles himself Louis Henri the First Roche Baron. Alright, well, I guess do have to put maintenance up, though. Which sucks. But other than that, recall diplomat. Actually, either way, there's going to be a river crossing no matter what, is there? Guess it doesn't really matter. Move in there. It's interesting. I don't know why we got the event. We seem to have a fairly decent amount of legitimacy. And prestige. I don't know. Again, we'll bring it down. Not all the way down, but most of the way down, just so that they can reinforce. Manpower is close to max, but not quite there. Overall feeling kind of okay. Savoy is getting its ass kicked by France. If Savoy gets weakened here, it's actually going to be really unhappy making for me. Did you never take Waldstadt? What, when I peaced out? I was negotiating for the entire alliance. I wasn't the war leader. That's weird. We lost a general. It's a shame, but we'll deal with it. He wasn't the siege one. Although he was pretty good. What's our military tradition at? Army tradition's at 28. Don't even know how to rate that, actually. I don't think it's super good. Because I think, like, it can peak out at, like, 100, and that's where you get the super duper guys. Oh my god, England. What are you doing, England? Like, do you not have a navy? Is that possible? England? Can you literally not, like, attack them? You have 1 transport. You're England. Oh my god. You're so screwed up. You're so completely screwed up. Yeah, the Suffragan Bishop Act will be interesting once we actually get some Protestant stuff going on. Because we'll need that to help. No, I was going to say, it sounds like it's something that should help fight or give you missionary power, but it doesn't. Very odd. Very bizarre. Where's my explorer? Back at camp. Yeah, fully repaired. Good. There's some coastline. All right. Let's, well, maybe not pop 2. I don't want to actually risk losing you, so I'm going to keep playing it safe. If I babysat you, then I could potentially explore more, but on the other hand, if I forget about you, then we're in bad shape. No, I think the plan... Oh, we don't have the 10% bonus, so no, you know what? Go ahead, grab another idea. That's okay. We'll get that. Get more mercenaries, but we are going to cycle out of those ideas soon, but then we'll get the excellent Dutch ideas, which are fantastic and very relevant for what we're generally trying to do here. That is quite the warfare going on here. Savoy, are you still at war? No, you've peaced out. It looks like you still have all your territory. It makes me happy. I'm hoping you just got white peaced. That would be okay. At least I think so. Yeah, there's no Savoy corps anywhere there, so I think you're all right. Oh, another idea. Oh, diplomatic one. Yes. Okay, colonial range. Bonus. Boom. What does that do for us? Probably nothing. Let me lock this screen down, actually, because it's quite handy to have around. All right. What are we looking like? Definitely out of range. But my plan was to get to the plus 50% range and then just level up my actual diplomatic tech. And hopefully have that close enough. It's going to depend very, very wildly on exactly how far everything is. And we don't actually know that until we've uncovered everything. There might be another island nearby. There could be all kinds of stuff. We lose the stability. Why? Our army increasingly focused on quality. Nobles are concerned that the traditional army, loyal to them first and country second, is gone forever. Well, that sucked, but we'll take it. We're not going to go and +1 ourselves up. We're going to save up our administrative power right now. How is our actual status here? Are we still ahead? Yeah, 10 years ahead. So we'll probably build more stuff, actually. Now's a good time. We've got lots of money. So we will... No, I'm okay with actually draining some of my admin power. Because we're ahead. We don't have to worry about getting a new technology anytime soon. Not going to build anything there. Constable. We will build it here. And there, and there, and there, and there. Good. Another good round of building. And our taxation income is lower because our stability is lower. But it's still pretty high. And if our stability was at +3, we'd be making huge bank. We are making more and more off of trade now, which is nice. Do we want to invest? Soon, but not yet. Well, actually, you know what? Oh, there's actual competition going on there. We might hold off a little bit longer. Forts. Either way, there's 10 years of more force limit. Which I actually wouldn't save us any money, because if this is just land, no. We can actually go up to a 50 force limit now. Although we do have our guy that increased our force limit, so I probably won't actually do that. So we'll go with the higher morale, which is very nice. A little bit of defensiveness bonus. How long there will be ticks in siege. Hopefully we don't actually get sieged. There's still a distinct possibility. Improve relations with Hanover. Only 3 prestige now. There's still a distinct possibility that France will declare war on us and will be in horrible, horrible shape. Not as bad shape as England, though. Good God, England. What are you doing? Alright, we're fully healthy there. Let's go and explore this sea, and then come back through here. Yes, maybe? Sometimes those queued up movement arrows don't update properly, but there we go. That'll sort of work, maybe. I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's go ahead for the youngest guy. There's a lot of competition for him. But let's see what we can do. Ship still more than okay. Good. We'll uncover another Terra Incognita. Just because we can. And we should be fine. So if we look at the technology, next level we're going to get increased trade range, which is not really what we're looking for. We really need increased colonial range, which at level 9, but it's only a +50. We may actually have to wait until +11 before we can do some hardcore colonization, which kind of sucks. Because we have a colonist sitting around doing nothing, basically. You know, is there any chance we could go up north here and colonize there? I'm not sure it's a good idea, but it might be possible. Oh, then there's terrain modifiers you got to keep in mind. That's going to be all like Arctic terrain, so we're not going to actually want to colonize over there. We'll probably leave it to Muscovy. But it's interesting to consider anyway. Money is... Oh man, we are making huge bank. I mean, honestly. Alright, I think we are all templed and constabled up. Oh, right here, actually. A little bit more. Courthouse, armory, it's not bad. We do actually have enough money for it. Workshops, like our goods don't actually produce that much money for us right now. A little more bonus trade power. Actually, I do like that idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Not that we're competing with that many people over here, but there is some competition. So a little bit of competition with France. We're getting a huge part of the pie, but we may as well go for a little bit more. And that's without ships. And ideally, I'd like to keep it that way. Hungary. Okay. Hungarian conquest of Oltenia against Lithuania and Crimea, also allied with Denmark. No, sorry. Okay, we have no prestige left, which sucks. I know, some people say Crimea, some people say Crimea, and deal with it. Alright, let's do that. It does suck that we're still, like, draining diplomatic power. So, we have 4 more years before we can do that. Our relationship is going to be high enough. Has been your vassal for 10 years. During time we have not annexed anything else. No, we're going to be fine. And we can't annex Nevers right away. I keep saying 50 years, but it's not 50 years. 50 years is with personal union. For a vassal, it's 10 years. Okay, new cardinal, that doesn't affect us. Man, if I did go up to +2 stability, I'd make a huge bank off my tax dollars, but I really do need the administrative power more than the money. I wouldn't really have anything to do with the money right now. They would just sit there. If there was a war, I could throw so much money into mercenaries, it would be terrifying. But yeah, other than that. Ship is good. Terra Incognita over there. Hit that on your way back. I don't think there's anything there, but it'll clear up the rate for lower. Go ahead and recall, that's fine. I don't know what to do with all my diplomats. Here, let's improve relations with France a bit more again. Cap off Castile, because they're very important to me. And what the hell, Milan's okay. Savoy's pretty okay too. We'll go ahead and send it there regardless. We could be... Oh my god, stupid comet. I think it is worth the points to go up to +1. I think we're still ahead of the curve technologically. Yeah, and we don't have any ideas that are relevant. No, I'm going to go up to at least +1 and keep that there. You know, an extra couple of gold a month, it definitely adds up. Oh, there we go. There's an advantageous island for us. Oh, don't incognito that. Just run home as quick as you can. Did not realize you had taken that much attrition. That is really bad. We're just going to lose the ship and the explorer. Crap. Although, if we're in the western trade node, that doesn't count as ocean anymore. Okay. There's still a lot of time at sea. But, okay, now the attrition has gone away. Holy crap. That was really close. Really, really close. But speaking of really close, that might not be too bad. Where's my, what am I looking for? What's this? Building map mode. Colonial map mode. You are still too far, but there could be something slightly closer. We shall see. Repairs work pretty pretty quick, I should say. Bit of an uneventful episode, but I like that. It means things are going well. It would be really nice to grab Calais. There's just no way, though. There's no way we're gonna just fight France, is there? No. That would be lunacy. Not unless Castile, like, actually built a real army. It doesn't even have the military strength. It's a tech level 6. France is at 8. I'm at 7. You have the quality ideas, which doesn't hurt. Mostly I picked it because it helped my ships, though. And I'm still happy with that. Although, as some of the devs have recently pointed out, one of the great military ideas these days is actually defensive, just because plus 25% morale of armies is good. Doesn't necessarily help your armies fight better, but that morale boost means that as long as you've got some manpower to ensure that you can replenish your army afterwards, you will win battles. Even if you're behind on tactics and discipline and stuff, you might lose more men, but you'll win the battle. And then get the war score, and then maybe be able to follow the shattered army and destroy them permanently. So there's a lot to be said for that. But I do like things that give a bonus to discipline and tactics. It's pretty valuable there. One thing we don't have is cannons in our army yet. We do have enough money. We should actually probably consider that. I still have the increased force limit. You know what? We'll go ahead and do it. I'm going to go and build at least a pair of cannons. I think I'm actually going to build 4. We'll go ahead. Hopefully that guy will live long enough so that we don't have to worry too much about being above our force limit for too long. Nevers, you're doing well. You've actually got an army. And that's what's nice. Like, you split off Nevers, you potentially lose a little bit of force limit from losing a province, but they actually have more force limit than you lose. So all in all, it combines very nicely. As long as your armies can coordinate, it actually pays off to have the vassals. On the other hand, it does cost you some diplomatic stuff. Do I seriously have some units back here? I am dumb. And they are stranded. Listen, I know you hate me, but give me some military access. Thank you. I can cancel you in a sec. As soon as I have the ability to talk to you again. like now. Boom. Thank you very much. Because the last thing we need is more relations to maintain. Alright, explore. You survived. I thought it like showed a little flame there as if I was on at war, but I'm not. Royal marriage with Savoy has ended. That's interesting to consider. We could break our alliance at this point, since we are above our limit. Wait, do we not have an alliance? We have annulled treaties? Oh, that was their peace deal. They had to annul treaties with me. I have a royal marriage with Hungary? Wait, what? I'm confused. Why do I have that? I thought I... What? I thought I broke that like, ages ago. Alright, we're at 4-4 now. Which is good and fine. I might actually want to re-ally with Savoy later on for strategic. I'm really confused. Am I thinking of something else? I thought I'd broken things with Hungary ages ago because I was in control of the Holy See. Maybe I considered it, but I didn't actually click. Oh man, that's miserable. If I've been losing all these points to a stupid relationship with Hungary that I didn't actually care about. Bah. Bah. Man, I can't wait to read all the YouTube comments. That's going to be so much fun. Alright, go do that. Come back. You got nothing we need to do. Good. So, just out of curiosity, if I did go to Nevers here, I tried to sell a province, and I tried to sell you Charolais. And I went all the way down. Yeah, see, you would take it. Because you can't feed provinces to vassals that they're not interested in. But as of this patch, which is currently in beta, you can feed them your cores. And the core will convert to their core. So they're very interested in gaining those all the time. I could, like, sell them anything. It would be fine. One little chunk at a time. And because they instantly core, I think I can just do it in bulk. Once we get to tech level 10, I can just go and give them everything that is in the French region, and then turn into the Dutch. Do still think that moving my capital is a half decent idea, because then I can give them Burgundy. Otherwise, France would get this, which would be bad. I do have an excess of admin points, and I'm still ahead on the tech thing. Actually, this might be a fine time. I could move my capital to Holland right now. Why don't I do that? That's a good question. It would be in the same region. The tax base is exactly the same. Oh, if I had a province that had higher tax base, I could even move there, but there isn't. Holland will be my capital later on. I really could just do it now. Oh. Can't move it in and out of the HRE. So I'd have to kick Holland out of the HRE. Which would give them a CB for a little while, but probably... I'm thinking they probably already have a CB against me. I might be wrong. No, they don't. Okay, let's wait for... well, they they do have a coalition, though. I'm pretty sure they're the only ones who are in it. What's this? I'm claiming the throne of Milan, right? That's true. I'm the target of a coalition of only Austria. Recall. Do you have an heir? No. It'd be a pretender rising. Oh, and a regency. I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't really messed with that sort of stuff. Yeah, so I think I'll wait for Austria to be in a war. And then I will go ahead and pull Holland out of the HRE. It'll make it a much lower window. We'll lose legitimacy rather than lose power. We will... Oh. Apparently I've missed several little pop-ups here. What's going on? Almost completely fixed. Just wait one more tick. Okay, a cardinal we didn't invest in, so that's fine. You're fully repaired. Oh, and we can light bulb new idea. We'll send you to the coast here. Actually, we'll have you hit both these spots there. I wonder if there's an island there. I don't think there will be. Doesn't seem likely. So there's not even an terra incognita due, so this should be a relatively easy trip. I'm just looking to pop things. Invest in probably quality idea. I think I'm still ahead in military. No, in fact, I'm quite behind. Minus 10. There's France is at 8. Right, that makes sense. And there's some other neighbor that is probably at 8, Austria. So, you know, we'll go up to tech level 8 as well. And then we'll go back to our ideas. Although I say that, what does the next level bring us? Lots of tactics, infantry fire, cavalry shock. Actually, these are pretty good benefits. I'll go ahead and accept it. Oh! War against Hungary. Good. Then you know what? This is an excellent time to remove Holland from the HRE. Although, I say that, if my capital is going to be in the HRE, then it means I can, what, become emperor and do all that kind of nasty stuff? Is that not right? I haven't messed with the HRE much. If my capital is a member of the HRE, then I'm part of the HRE. Which means I can get people to vote for me. We have... I don't think any of these reforms have passed. Which makes the HRE much more vulnerable to nonsense from my part. I think that's true. So then, what we want to do is move... We could move to Ghent, which also has a tax base of 8. I don't know how important it is. Or Antwerp, which is also an important center of trade to boot. We could move our capital to Antwerp for now. When we become the Dutch, when we become the Netherlands, it will automatically be moved to Holland. But what this means is I move the capital here, which means I'll be able to trade away Burgundy or sell it to Nevers, which is what I want. I think this works as a plan. It might be a disaster, but I think it works. I guess I don't have to rush, although I am going to have to burn off some administrative power soon, and I'd rather not spend like plus 50% on my technology to do so. And moving the capital is a move I'm thinking of. Screw it, what could possibly go wrong? Capital is now in Antwerp. I don't think anything bad has happened. Alright. And you're coming back. You've actually got plenty of attrition to spare. Quality. Hey, good. Free prestige. Awesome. We're going to leave a string of, like, palaces behind as we keep moving our capital. It's great. It'll be good for tourism later on. Right, I'm waiting for the tech thing to happen. Although I could really go up. That plus 15 discipline is really strong. Okay, so a new pope, but not only that, a new king. And a royal marriage offer from Nevers. Our new king is good. 354 is very good. And our heir is a 424. That's totally acceptable. We lost stability. We're at +0. Again, I still... how many years ahead? I'm still 5 years ahead here. So I'm going to go ahead and spend the stability to go to +1. A royal marriage with Nevers is definitely something I would like. Thank you very much. You're, of course, still my vassal. Yes, excellent. I'm very happy about that. Oh, we are investing in 3 cardinals. How does this keep happening? I keep, like, losing track of how many cardinals I've got on the go, or I don't know what kind of nonsense is going. Things are happening there. France is definitely blobbing up. Well, we're going to put a cut in the video here. We've got over 1,000 gold. We've moved that. We've got a decent leader. Oops. And we're human. We've got an heir. Relations are good. Castile, we need to renew our royal marriage. Did we, like, change our dynasty? Or something crazy like that? Like, why did we break off all our royal marriages? There's probably something. I missed it in pop-up. I'm going to have to watch my own video to see what happened. Which certainly happens from time to time. Really could grab Defender of the Faith. Tech cost penalty sucks, though. Yeah, no, we're still okay with it. And we don't want to have to say no to a bunch of stupid wars we're not involved in. Well, I think I'm going to put a cut in here. Certainly that was a big shift. A new king, a new capital. A decent army. Our tech has improved. I mean, France could still really screw us up quite a bit, but Castile's got decent military tech at this point. What's the naval situation like? France's navy is very strong. Castile? 918. Okay, Castile is roughly as strong as France, naval-wise, which is good. Because we don't, since we don't have Portugal. Oh! You would ally with me now. Why? Because you only allied with Aragon. And you're at war against Castile. Well, listen, we're going to wait until that ends. And then maybe we'll ally up. Or does it? No, I guess we could just take it now. Would they ask us to join in? They might, and we'd be forced to say no. So we'll wait for that war to end. But we'll have to continue this next time. See you, folks. Bye-bye.